What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and we just got a really important legendary hero in Gemstone Legends. It's OLTIZA. So of course I'm going to do a breakdown and a lot of summons. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so why is OLTIZA so important? It's because the way she functions deals with a lot of really difficult defenses out there. It has everything to do with her special, so let's take a look at her. And first things first, I'm looking at the base stats, and you can see both the stats when you max leveling the hero as well as awakening the hero here. I always like to look at that just to see, is it worth it to put all those resources into this hero? There's quite a bit of HP there, and the attack is pretty high. The speed is also pretty high on this one, and to me, that's a really important base stat feature of this. But another thing that jumps out to me is 20 mana gain, which is good, but what it also means is it's not worth putting caster equipment onto her. Because you're not going to really gain anything from that. You know, she's already firing after matching 5 tiles, and that's not going to be any different. So you can really look at putting equipment on her that accentuates and emphasizes the special skills that she has here. She's an accuracy leader everywhere. Not one of the more valuable leader stats, but if you're putting together a team that has a lot of statuses, you know, perhaps. Increase the accuracy of all allies by 40% in all game modes. Okay, now let's take a look at this very special. It says 100% chance to remove 2 positive statuses from all enemies. Now remember, this is all maxed out here. So at level 1, it's removing 1 positive status from all enemies. But I'm going to keep reading through this. Just note that when you level it up, you get to the max of what I am reading. Alright, so the next line says 100% chance to decrease the number of turns of all remaining positive statuses on all enemies by 2 turns. And then 100% chance to inflict silence on all enemies for 1 turn. This is powerful, and I don't think it can be understated. In Gemstone Legends, there are a whole lot of really powerful positive statuses that you can put on your team. And in fact, when you're facing defenses, a lot of times defenses with really good synergies have positive statuses that are seemingly impossible to deal with unless you have a hero like this that can remove positive statuses. And what I have found in this game is they come at a premium. There's not many of these, and especially that remove so many positive statuses. I mean, when you max this out, this is removing 2 positive statuses, and then all the rest of them get reduced. This is huge. This is huge. But I do have to say, this is more of an offensive type hero with this particular special skill. And the reason is because if you put this on defense, players will just play around it. Maybe they won't bring so many positive status synergies. They'll just bring giant damage dealers, right? So, I mean, I think there's a way to configure a defense where if you have this on it, you can really negate what an offense would try to do against you. For example, so let's say you have this on here and then they bring just big damage dealers that don't really deal with, you know, positive statuses. Well, you can create a defense then that is able to put them in a tough bind. They have to either choose bringing the big damage dealers that you nullify with the other heroes that you put on the defense, or they have to try and bring positive statuses and hope to control this hero. So I think it's a better offensive hero because you can choose where you take it. You see a tough defense with positive statuses, and this is absolutely a hero that you want. And you can play it to your maximum ability. On defense, you don't have so much choice with how to play it, but you can create a defense that puts an attacker in a bind. So better for offense, but still good for defense. Okay. You know, on top of removing all the statuses, a chance to inflict silence on all enemies is a way to just really shut down what the other team is doing. Once you do something like that, it's really easy to control a defense, to get rid of their most synergistic or damaging, or, you know, basically the linchpin hero of the opposing defense. So, man, we haven't even gotten to the passive yet, and I am loving that special. All right, 100% chance, by the way, this is called Third Eye. 100% chance to inflict decreased defense for 2 turns if she attacks with gemstones an enemy who has below 100 mana. That's also a status I really like. I love decreased defense. 100% chance to inflict silence for 2 turns if she attacks an enemy with gemstones who has 100 mana. What? So the passive can inflict silence on top of the active special? It's incredible. Okay, enemies cannot receive increased defense status. And then, of course, if you max out the special, you get that mana gain increased by 1. This is unbelievable. This is a great hero. I'm really impressed. So, obviously, I'm going to be doing a lot of summons for this one. So let's jump into the altar here. We do have another hero here. Just for the sake of time, I'm not going to cover Frosty in depth, but that's another new one that they released. We'll probably get a number of those as I'm going through this. But I've got 163 scrolls. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to use them all yet, but I want to use at least 100 on this. I do like to not use all my scrolls in one place if I can help it, just because I like to be able to try to at least have a chance at all the heroes they release. But I'm going to give this a try. Here we go. I've got a couple platinum scrolls too. I'm going to go through this really quick since there's so many scrolls. Let me know what you think about this particular hero. It's not one that's dealing damage, but it's certainly a hero who's helping you win the match. That's my opinion, but of course this is just speculation because obviously I don't have her yet. So tell me what you think. All right, we got something here. Lilith. This is a hero I covered a long time ago. So we're just gonna skip through that. All right. Next up, epic or legendary? It's a legendary. Who is it? Whoa. Yeah. It's me. Holy smokes. What? That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. What a coincidence. I already had me, and I just got me again. But I'll take more of me because I like me. But actually, for real, this Lion Roar hero is great. First of all, is a speed leader. So everywhere, all allies get an increase in, of speed by 17, which is great. But let me tell you, and I've been playing Lion a lot in the arena, deals damage to all enemies. I love AoE nuke teams. That's just my style. And that's part of why, if you don't know, if you haven't watched my videos before, we had a contest and my viewers submitted suggestions for the special abilities, and I really liked this one. So the person who won chose this particular ability. I love AoE nuke teams, so that's what this is. Deals damage to all enemies, 15% of casters max HP, so that's like both attack damage and HP damage. And you get bleed damage, of course, on top of that. So status there. He does a ton of damage to the whole team. So when you create a synergy, I like to pair him with Necros to do a bunch of defense down, and the Lion just comes in and wipes out the opponents. It's awesome. Then you can put a bunch of other support heroes there to keep both of them alive and such. So the passive says 100% chance to inflict stun on an enemy with the lowest defense for 2 turns while using a special ability. Don't underestimate that, because usually the hero with the lowest defense is actually their most powerful offensive hero, or the one that's there to do the winning. 100% chance to inflict decreased speed on all enemies for 1 turn. You know that speed is the name of the game. Loved seeing this on here. And then gains increased speed for 1 turn if he successfully inflict bleed on enemies while using a special ability. Awesome hero. I can't believe I got another lion. What are the chances? That is something else. All right, continuing on. I don't believe it. That's... Oh my gosh. Anyone else who's watching this video, did you get lion? What do you think about lion? Okay. Something else. And it is Najar. Okay, Najar is very good. I like Najar. Alright. Next up, we got... Oh, look at that. It's Frosty. It's the new hero. Alright, excellent. I guess I'll read the ability. Grants protective shield to all allies based on 20% of target's max HP for 3 turns. That's always a great ability for keeping your team alive. Grants increased resistance to all allies for 3 turns. That one's good too. Whenever a sleep status is inflicted on her, she removes it and deals 1 damage to all allies and herself. Speed increased by 4 for every living ally. Okay. She's also a resistance leader in guilds. Continuing on. I might leave myself with 50 scrolls if I don't get her. Just so I have something to summon with in the future. Alright, Bow. I just can't believe I summoned Lion. Alright, we're kind of striking out here. Alright. I like that they added this feature where I can just, you know, we just send the extra heroes to the inbox. Allows me to keep going without interrupting the video. Alright. We'll just skip over that one. It's an old hero I've covered before. Alright, come on. Where is she? I know she wants to join my roster. Come on, join the lions. I've got 2 lions now. I can't believe that. I like... The only hero I've gotten like multiples of is Sophia. And then to get multiple lions, that's just something else. A wad. I know I'm going through these fast, but I'm doing it so this video doesn't turn into like a 30-minute video. Alright, we're going on 100 summons here. That's about 90 that we just went through. I'll go down to 50 scrolls and then I'll call it a day. I do have a platinum scroll too though, so I have a couple platinum scrolls. I might use 1 if I have to. We got a legendary. Who is it? Please tell me. Dagda! Alright, so not who I was looking for, but let's take a look at him. HP leader red heroes, which means that they all get an increase of 50%. Divine Brew deals damage to a single enemy, 28% of caster's max HP. I really like when heroes deal damage based on HP or defense, because not only do you make them stronger, but they just deal so much damage. And he ignores 40% of defense. 100% chance to inflict decreased attack on a single enemy for 3 turns. 100% chance to inflict Bored Gesture on a single enemy for 3 turns, which is cool. I like that. Recovers HP equal to 25% of damage dealt when using the special ability, and grants recovery on all other allies for 2 turns. It's always good when you have a damage dealer that's also healing. Damage is increased by 20% for each dead enemy and immune to heal block. He's a good hero. He's a really, really good hero, so I'm happy to have him. Man, getting 2 legendary heroes in one video, though, is rare. That does not happen often. Would really like to get a 3rd. There's one in particular I'd really like to get. Is it another Frosty? Is it another Frosty? Okay, I'm gonna do 10 more summons of gold scrolls and then we'll try a platinum. And, okay. Alright, let's go do a platinum. No, I have 4 platinum scrolls, so let's do 2. I thought I only had 2 platinum scrolls. Alright, let's do 2. That's fine with me. And it is to gain. And 1 more. And it's an epic hero. It is Mallory. Alright, so. Oh, man. I am just shy of getting a guaranteed legendary hero here. Do I have a full platinum? Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I can go. I think I can actually get a guaranteed legendary hero. Let's do this. Because I just need a little more platinum scroll shards. And I did just get a new legendary hero. So I have it. And that gives me 3 more platinum scrolls. Which will take me to 15. Let's do it. Why not? This is such a great legendary hero they just released. That I think that it is so worth it right now to try and do this. Alright. Yeah, let's click here. Okay, well that should be enough for the scrolls anyway. So we're gonna go back to the altar. And there we go. And it's another Frosty. Alright. Back to the Platinum Scrolls. 2 more. And we get a guaranteed legendary. I love that Gemstone Legends does that, so that, like, it levels the playing field. It's nice. So you can't just get, like, super unlucky. Alright, Andrew. Alright, here we go. Guaranteed legendary. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Before I do this, pause the video, type in the comments who you think I'm gonna get. Who you think I'm gonna get. Alright, here we go. Drum roll, please. And it is... Galmares! Alright, now, you would know... Galmares is actually who I picked to get. So, he's a resistance leader. He's a meta hero, that's why I wanted to get him. 100% chance to remove 2 positive statuses from all enemies. As you can tell, that's very similar to the hero I was just chasing. 70% chance to remove 1 negative status from all allies. And we also have Dead Silence here as a passive. 100% chance to inflict silence on all enemies for 2 turns at the start of the battle. Every time an ally dies, he heals himself for 15% of his max HP and inflicts silence on all enemies for 1 turn. So, Galmares does very similar to what our new legendary hero does. They both operate a little bit differently, but Galmari's is certainly a staple on defenses. So, you know what? Maybe OLTIZA could be too. We'll see. Let me know what you think. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.